Memphis Accelerate. Welcome you back to check this out. The show we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at and have ourselves a good old time with it, being a rogue deck, casual deck, meta deck, or nothing's deck. Doesn't matter what it is, we're having a good time with it. Today, everybody, we have the first of two deck donations that were given to me recently by an old viewer of this channel, a guy who's been on here before. It's the First Alchemist. You know, it's been a while since we had one of his 60 card piles, and we got ourselves the first of two. We're gonna be showing it off in some duels today. We got ourselves good old-fashioned Ojamas, combine a little bit of Melffy, a little bit of Tri-Brigade, a mesh of different things. I'm calling this Ojama and his beastly pals. And the whole idea of this deck is basically just to go back to the roots of Ojamas, lock the opponent out of their zones, start beating into them with Ojama's Emperor and King, that sort of thing. We also have lots of little techs here and there to keep our opponents on their toes. Without this deck being too mainstream on any of those usual strategies, you wouldn't expect the things that this deck can do. So we got ourselves our deck here today. We're going to show off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. Have ourselves a good old time. So if you want the whole deck list, I'll be revealing it at the end, but for now, let's hit it into the action and show off exactly what this baby can do. Alrighty, everybody, time for our first opponent. Another day, another card game, new background and everything. I've decided to change the background in celebration of our Elden Ring play. You know, good old Twinkle Toes cutting some cheese back there. All this cheesiness. And with our deck, let's go ahead and try to go first. We have ways of going first and or second. We have options for both. Opening hand's a little weird, but it's a bash of different things in this deck, so we'll see where this goes. I'm thinking, just thinking, we'll make our opponent think things. We're going to set Kit on the board, and we're going to do some snazzy things. We're going to set Ojama Magic, which is a card you normally keep in the hand so you can discard it for other things. Well, maybe we can trick our opponent into blowing it up. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. We're up against Ancient Gears, a pretty massive opponent to be dealing with for certain. But I do have my hop-eared Squadron, so I can bring out my Melffy Synchro to bounce things. So, kind of hoping my opponent commits to something huge, or they can bounce the darn thing so that they don't get nothing. That's the hope and the dream anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Because Ancient Gears have gotten some pretty nasty support. That they have, and it's not going to make it easy. Ancient Gear Spell Trap, except for itself, so you're gonna get like Fusion? Perchance? No? Ancient Gear Duel. Because you have a commander in the hand, don't you? I would assume, because you can't set that trap. But they do have that card that lets them set the trap. Straight from the grave, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's probably what this guy's thinking. We'll see in a moment. It's got that nice Wyvern. Let's see, what else is this do? Tribute to monster, draw a card, can normal summon Ancient Gears without tributes. Gonna do that now. Okay. It's always interesting to see what my opponents do in response to not seeing much on the board. Most times, you're gonna see your opponent, they're gonna go through the motions, go into these long combo chains and whatnot. But we didn't need to do that this time around. No, not quite. No, we're just gonna take it nice and simple. I mean, we've got Kit, I've got my Squadron, got my Tri-Brigade Karis. He's going to be all set up for next turn. So, yeah, as I was hoping he would do, he's going to go for Coas Giant. And this is the part where we hit him with a hop-eared Squadron. Or we're going to Synchro Summon on his turn. Because this is unaffected. It's only unaffected by monsters like during the battle phase. So, I can do this right now. Come forth, merry Melffys! Annihilate my opponent's soul by bouncing Ancient Giant. I'll go ahead and do some chain blocking with Kit. She's going to put another Karis in the graveyard. You know, we don't need the whole Tri-Brigade package. We only need these two. Those are the only two we need. You know, it's all about keeping that solidarity of beastlyhood. That's our main shtick. So now we've stopped with the Ancient Gear Fusion. One thing that this deck is not always good at is, let's see, that's actually pretty goated. Let me think about that really quick. Let's see. Draw cards to the number of cards from the hand. Destroy cards your opponent. Oh, it's only the cards my opponent controls. I was hoping I could pop my own stuff. Okay. I activate Greater Polarization. There we go. Guardian Chimera, our secret boss monster. Secret little boss monster, because we usually hold a bunch of monsters of different type, or different names, I should say. So we got a Guardian Chimera. We're going to draw two cards. Our goated Ojama Pajama. I can't say his bloody name. I'm going to get rid of my opponent's stuff. I've got Penny, so that's pretty nice. And now I've got thing that can't be destroyed by card effects and does piercing damage. So that's pretty dang good. Now, we're not out of the woods 100% of the way yet. This deck does take a little bit of digging. It is a 60-card pile, after all. But I should be good. Unfortunately, Melffy Fenny is useless to me at the moment. I would have preferred the dog. I'd prefer dog right just at the moment, just because of the, I don't have any other beasts in the hand. But it's still nice to have a Melffy in the hand, prepared for things. Now I've got my Chimera on the board. My opponent's used up most of his hand. He has that one trap. What does the trap do again? I don't actually remember what it does. Let's see. That is from let's see. Where's it? I don't remember what the trap does. I know it does something. Gear Town into Gear Town. That used to be the meta, but unfortunately is not the thing anymore. But I'm going to go and use Ojama Pajama. Once per turn, add an Ojama card. Then you must discard a card. You want to discard Ojamagic as often as humanly possible. Because then you just get to search out all the Ojamas at once. One of the reasons you never want to really draw into the Ojamas themselves. Unless you already have, like, Ojama Country and things like that. But we're good. We're nice and set up. My opponent has that trap. I really don't care. Gear Town used to count as being destroyed when you replace it. But that hasn't been a ruling in many a year. Not for a long, long time, my friend. Not for a long time. The only thing I need to worry about now is that trap. Just because I got all the ancient gear stuff, I remember most of it. I don't remember what the trap does. I want to say it has something to do with protecting his monsters from effects or something. I cannot remember. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I've played this game too much. There's too many cards to remember. There's too many cards. Regardless, we should be pretty dang set, you know? Yeah, pretty nice setup going into it. But unfortunately for him, Melffys are an annoying bunch. You know, just having that little synchro in your extra deck, able to bounce your opponent's stuff, it's kind of like getting compulsed. Oh. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I have Ojamagic set, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and use Ojama Pajama. You always want to, just every turn you want to use Ojama Pajama. You never want to not play it. So what does this do? Ancient Gears, unaffected. Your opponent controls a monster, fusion, summon a fusion. Banishing monsters, reveal the grave. Oh, that could be a problem if he can do that right now. That would not be necessarily good. Let me think about this. Let me think about that. I could add just another Ojamagic. Get the rest of the Ojama. Yeah, might as well. Let's just get all the Ojamas in our hand all at once. Or, no, oh, right. Ojama Yellow's in my grave, so it doesn't do that. You know, that's fine. You know, it's actually okay. Because, one, we don't need them. And two, it's better to just not have Ojamagic in the deck if it's not going to do me any good. So let's go ahead and ditch Ojama Green. Bring back Ojama Yellow. Since he messed up Ojamagic and all that. And now he's on the board. Everything's attack and defense will be swapped. Let's go for, let's see, who else do I want to go to? Summon a beast from the hand. That does sound not too bad. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to summon out Melffy Fenny. Good old Melffy Fenny. We're going to go into, I could go into you right now, but first we're going to go into this. Tri-Brigade Fergit, the Barren Blossom. Very nice card. She's going to summon out Ojama Black Ojama. I don't know where I was going with that one, but there you go. Got Ojama Black, and now we're going to summon out the Emperor. I should be able to summon the Emperor. Oh, it does require 3 beasts. I mean, I could summon the Emperor, but that'd be a waste of time. I'm not going to do that. That's something I normally like to do, but I think I'm good right here, because I don't think he can even fuse. I don't think you can fuse in the battle phase with this thing, otherwise you would have, so... There you go. We didn't get to the ult for the Emperor, but that's that basic gist of this deck. We're just using the Ojamas, getting them on the board, using the Ojama Country, switching things, moves, and stats around. Chimera unaffected by this, because the stats are the same. It's pretty neat. And it doesn't affect our links either, so very nice, you know? It took a little bit of digging. A little bit of luck was involved, you know? You get Ojama Pajama, things are never bad for you, because that's the goated searcher in this deck. So... good for us on duel number 1, you get an idea of what we're doing for. But there's a lot more this deck can do. So let's go for duel number 2, show off more what this thing can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Let's see. Going first worked for us last time, so I'm going to go first again, and oh boy. I really wish this was duo, but other than that, that's pretty dang good. So let's set up Ojama Trio, set up another Ojama Trio, set up our Ojama Pajama, and we'll set the green one, and that should do it. So we got ourselves a nice opening here. The Ojama Trio, Ojama Duo, used to be the most annoying cards you could ever give your opponent. Just, you know, spam a bunch of tokens to your opponent. They can't tribute them for anything. Unless they have specific links and things, they're not going to be able to get rid of the darn things either. It's pretty nasty. Let's go for Ojama Pajama now. Let's just go ahead and get all pajamas out of the way. We'll see what my opponent's up to. Let's see. Ojama Magic. Again, this is one of those times you really don't, like I said, don't want to draw into the Ojama vanillas. You want to search them out. You'd rather draw into the other parts of your engines. And that's better, but it's okay. You know what? Ojama Black is just, he's here, he's ready, he's prepared. He just wants to be on our side and aid us in victory. All that good stuff. Alright, so we're up against something with Black Garden, which could be good or bad depending on what that means. Ojama Trio might not be as useful as I'd like to think it is, but it is what it is. Remind me how this card works. You get normal special summon. Opponent gets a token. Target a monster in the grave with attack. Do plants. Yep, bring back a plant. Cool. Cool. You can bring back a plant. A plant-type monster, you say. I think this is mostly just a tool for, like, weird spam decks. That's mostly what I have. That's my memory of Black Garden, anyway. Or, conversely, Cyber and Dragon. Interesting choice. Very interesting. The monster's clear an attack. Cool. Okay. So, you have a Cyber and Dragon. That's neat and all. Not entirely sure what you're going to do with that. The only thing is going to be that these tokens, I can't really do much with the tokens. Unless I draw into, like, my tuners. Then I could do something with them. Let me think about this. Ojama Trio, you're not doing me much good right at the moment, I don't think. I'd rather get rid of this first. Where's Greater Poly? That would be something good. I do have my Runic package. Banish says until the... No, that's not going to do me any good. That's not going to do me good. Not the time yet. Let's go ahead and activate Ojama Pajama. We're going to go ahead and get our field spell, I'd say, because we already have all the Ojamas. Ojama Magic's not doing much good. Not as much good. So we'll activate our own field spell, Ojama Country. And see, if I summon a monster, it's going to get halved. Okay. I mean, that is true. Does this work on flips, too? No, it does not. Okay. Let me think about this. I'm going to give my opponent Ojama Trio. Ojama Trio. And then I get a token. Right? Now, okay, the attack halving happens no matter what I do. That's okay. It is what it is. We must strive forth no matter what. Let's summon out Ojama Black. Cool. You'll get a token, as you do. Flip up this Ojama. Let's me think, yeah. Who else can I summon forth? Kind of want to summon out Ronin Raccoon Sundayu. But the problem is, doing that doesn't really help me in any meaningful way. So that's the issue right at the moment. That is the issue, isn't it? Okay. Maybe. Let's go ahead and exceed summon. Let's summon out Melffys of the Forest. The Prime Exceed. We're going to go ahead and detach material off of this thing. We're going to search out Wallaby. Yes, because the Wallaby is the most goated of all Melffys. And then I'm going to keep the Ojamas in reserve. Because if I get one of these on the board, it's really dang good. Because then Melffy becomes a 2000 beat stick, which is going to be really good in this situation. But I don't want to do that just yet. It'll come, though. It will come. So now the question is, what can my opponent do with the token? If he can't do anything with the tokens, we're good. I imagine he can, though, considering, you know, he's playing around this thing. Banish a monster you control, target a monster, opponent controls that monster who's tag defensive, tag defensive, banish a monster. Okay. I'm okay with that, actually. That doesn't really affect me too much. Let's see here. Let's get Ojama Duo. Get Ojama Duo. And I'm looking and I'm thinking and I'm seeing to keep the Duo for now. Yes. Okay, Melffy of the Forest has in fact lost all of its stats. Normally not a very good thing, but that's okay. Alright, so what does Greater Line Walker, or this thing do? Summon at Earthbound Prison. Cool. But anyway, what we're going to do, because when you do the Wallaby, I always like to start with the dog and the cat. The cat will search out Penny, the dog will summon whoever. We're not playing Count Thosa, though. Count Thosa's a silly monster. We don't need no Count Thosas. Don't need none of that. So, we're going to go ahead and use the cat's effect. And, let's see. I guess I could just negate this, right? Yeah. That is something we can do. We're going to bounce back of a cat. The cat will search any beast we want. We can search literally anybody we want. But for the purposes of showing off the Melffy part, well, let's go ahead and get the seal. Get the seal. Not the seal of Orichalcoth, but it's close. Now we just have to worry about this being a tuner, because we did give my opponent a lot of tokens. That's the one big weakness of, like, Ojama tokens. If you give them to either a Link player or a Synchro player. Especially a Synchro player, because you never know what they're Synchro summoning. Because, let's see, he's got 3, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could go for an 11-star monster if he wants to. He could do that. Let's see. And if is this permanent? No, I don't think so. And phase, and yeah, I could use pinning now to bounce his monster. Actually, why am I not doing that? Why not? Let's go for the seal before he starts like negating things. And then we're gonna go ahead and summon out our seal here using the monster. We're gonna use Wally because you already used her effect. Yeah, put this right here. My opponent will still be able to, like, you know, have it and all that good stuff. I'm really just trying to get rid of all my opponent's stuff. That's the plan, anyway. So I can just fill his board with nothing but Ojama tokens. And I can get the Melffy that can attack me directly. Things will be pretty good from there. Nope, we're good. Alright. Time for the Ojamas to play. Let's activate Ojama Pajama. My boy's got a pretty interesting deck so far. I mean, I still don't know exactly what he's trying to do with it. All I really know is he's got, like, Blackguard and stuff. Let's see, Ojama Pink. Don't really need to do pink right at the moment. Kind of unnecessary. Alright, so that is slightly larger, though. That is the problem with this, isn't it? Alright, let's activate Melffy of the Forest. Let the Melffy of the Forest. I just need to get rid of these rose tokens, and then I'm pretty solid. So, let's get Melffy Hide and Seek for some defense for all my boys. Now these rose... Wait, no, I can just ram the rose tokens and think, what am I doing? I don't need to worry about anything, do I? Not really. So, yeah, go Ojama Duo. Activate the Melffy Hide and Seek. That'll protect all my beasts once per turn by card effect destruction. Nice little card to have. Like I said, now I just need to get rid of these rose tokens, and that's the plan right now. So let's just battle into the rose tokens. Plant on plant violence. Don't need zombies to attack the plants. They'll do it to themselves. Alright, so once we get rid of those two, should be pretty set. Alright, main phase number 2. I'm going to go ahead and set an Ojama. Pass the turn. End phase. Let's see. I can attach him. I can activate Penny. Why not? Let's just put Penny onto Melffy the Forest. It doesn't really matter too much. I can search out my pony just to deck thin. Always good to deck thin. And then end phase. No, I don't want to do anything. Because the minute he draws, Ojama Duo. Boom, Wakachu. There you go. He's going to have all these Ojama tokens. And yeah, I'm going to keep getting these darn rose tokens. Not too big of a fan of these tokens, but so long as they're there, we're good. Let's see. I can summon a Melffy exceeds from the problem being, the only thing I don't like about the synchro effect of that is, like, I can bring out excited Melffys, but it won't do me any good. I actually need to not, let's see, is that a requirement? Then you can summon a Melffy from the extra deck. Nah, I don't need to do that. I'm good. I'm good. My opponent has nothing but tokens. I'm pretty soft. Hey, he wants to have all these tokens. He's playing Black Garden, so you know he wants to have them, right? I'm not doing anything my opponent wouldn't want me to do. That's the thing. The great Ojama lockdown of 2024. Here we are. There it goes. He's got... Oh, no. He's going to put them in attack mode and crash into me. Oh, no. I was hoping to do it with one more, but I guess not. Yeah. I'm just going to use Mary Melffy's effect to bounce itself now. Summon a Melffy? No. Although, sadly, now I have this Rose token. You can still ram to the Rose token. But it's more damage he's taking. Let's see. Nope. I actually want the puppy to stay on the board, to be honest. I'd rather that stay. I would rather that stay, sir. Thank you. But yeah, there you go. Now he's playing it right. Now he's got the right stuff going. Alright, now he's gotten out of the lock. That is the thing with this lock. If your opponent, they can just attack with these. You could also just have done that the whole time. Okay. Not a problem, I don't think. Let's go ahead, Ojama Pajama. Ojama my pajamas. We'll add ourselves another Ojama duo. And then... See, I have Ojama Pink. I mean, that would stop one of his one of his zones. I sadly cannot hit the extra monster zone. But it also let my opponent get a draw, and I really don't want to do that if I could help it, so... I'm just gonna ditch the cat. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think I'm fine. What do you have? Earthbound Prisoner Groundskeeper. That's also a tuner. And let's see here. I could bounce to summon a Melffy, but I don't have Count Tosin. Let's see. Summon an Earthbound. Activate Runic's Freezing Curse. No one expects the Runics. Blunder? What? What on earth? I'm very confused what kind of deck this is. Okay. But yeah, he's got the Groundskeeper. I've managed to negate it thanks to my Freezing Curse. Now, I can't attack now that I've done this, or next time I try to attack, it will not work. Well, that's okay. What else can you do? You have Stardust Dragon. That is a tuner still. Let's see. 9, 11, 2. Extra Foolish Burial. Oh my goodness. That's a very foolish place, sir. So foolish. What did you send? Is that the Earthbound Immortal Synchro? What does this do? I don't know why he did that. Oh, okay, that's what he did. Okay. So now that my opponent's done that, let's go ahead and use our Melffy of the Forest. And, yeah, just keep using Ojama Pajama. I don't have any reason not to do it. And let's get the last Ojama Magic just to get that out of the way. Or, actually, this works even better. We'll ditch Ojama Pink. This is fine. We're going to add Fanny. It's totally fine to do. Nothing wrong with that. Ojama Pink, both players draw one and discard. Ooh, there we go. That's what I was hoping to draw into. Because now I can pop the Black Garden. Perfect. Discarding Ojama Magic. Very nice. This doesn't protect things. Oh, it does protect the field spell, though. That is a tricky one. That is a tricky one. These tokens are really just annoying at this point. I really don't like them being here. 3 beasts. I just wish they weren't. Why do they have to be? I can't link them off or anything. That's the sucky bit. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's set this card. Indeed. See, I want to do the Danger Bigfoot to try and bait this out. Does not, let's see. Whatever. Greater polymerization. Come on, Chimera, you're back out here. Alright, one Fenny, one of these Rose tokens, so I don't need to see it no more. And I guess Melffy the Forest. We'll use that. Guardian Chimera comes forth. So that will have Chimera, but I do inflict piercing damage and all that good stuff, so we'll pop a lift card, and we'll pop that card. I guess this guy can't be destroyed by stuff, but that's fine. Still have 1650 defense. And we'll use Danger Bigfoot. I was actually hoping to discard Bigfoot there so I could pop the damn field spell. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I would want to do. That's what I kind of felt the need to do. Let's see. Actually, this works even better. Or it would. It would. Let's see. That flipped Guardian Chimera, so I actually don't... Wait, that's actually not so good. Right? Let's see. My attack and did it have its attack? Attack got halved, I guess. No, that was wrong. I was like, I should get rid of that. Not especially. Okay, I can fix that. You know what? That's fine. I'm like, who do we need to call for this situation? We need to call Ojama Emperor. We'll call that guy. And then Ojama Duo. I just want to overload the field. You know, we just need as many Ojamas on the board as humanly possible. Honestly and for truly. We don't need anything else. Just all the Ojamas, all the time, we're golden. You know? My opponent can have their attack all day. I really don't care. Alright, but I do need to end my turn soon because I am running out of time. But we should be... Oh, yeah, battle phase. I forgot the battle phase gets skipped. Forgot the runic thing. Gosh dang it. Alright, it's fine. Totally fine. What's he going to do? Gonna attack with Ojama tokens? You gonna attack with all of them? That'd be better. I wish I'd remembered. Okay, he is gonna attack with all of them. Good. The minute the last one's destroyed, we're just gonna Ojama him again. That's what we do. Alright. I mean, it makes sense that he did this. It makes sense, because he knows this has piercing damage. I can't attack multiple times, though, right? It was something like that. I rarely use Greater Poly. I don't remember all of how it works. On board. Here we go. No, it doesn't give me multiple attacks. That would be nice, though, but sadly, that's not the case. No, I missed my time. I was trying to read things, man. Don't give me no time and ruling. Come on. Don't give me no time and ruling. Okay. That's fine. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Let's grab Ojama Duo, ditch Ojama Duo. And again, anything he summons is like halved too. The only difficulty right now is that I don't have a lot of like big attack monsters that can get over Black Garden. I don't have those. Also, I think I have the runic. I have the runic spell that blows up back row, but it's in my side deck. That being this only issue right now. See, 5. These are both. No, these are not doing it. Okay, 5, 6. That is 8 stars. He is playing Stardust and things of that nature. And this thing. What does this do? Target face up monster control. Opponent chooses an effect. Destroy or gain life. You can do that monster's attack points. During the battle phase, fusion summon a fusion. Banishing material. Oh, that's what the extra foolish burial was for. I see. That is unfortunate. I think the only option I have now... I do have one option left. I think. Yes. It's not the best option, but it's an option nonetheless. First time we destroy my card effect. Okay. Destroy that monster. I won't be destroyed. You forgot about my Melffys. They hide and they seek. Alrighty. So, Yeah, here's what's going to... He's going to summon out the fusion. I can't remember what the fusion does, though. I mean, if it's a field nuke, that's not a problem. What is this doing? Shuffle to the deck. Opponent summons a monster with the same name from their extra deck. Okay. I summon him back. I don't see a reason not to. Yeah, you'll get another one of these rose tokens. I do lose my immunity to stuff, but that's whatever. It's kind of whatever at this point. I'm really worried more about like finishing this duel. Let's see, Melffy's conduct directly this turn. So 3, 6, 9. 7 of 9. Ojama time. The only thing I need to worry about is if the fusion blows up boards, which it could, but I don't remember. I honestly don't. So let's Ojama Pajama one more time. I think we're getting ready to climax. I know this has been a longer duel. My opponent's very stubborn. Very stubborn people who play Black Garden. Very stubborn folk. Yugioh Gremudin. Wait. Yeah, it's per monster, so I'm actually fine with that. Let's get... It doesn't really matter, I'm just deck thinning at this point. I'm just deck thinning. Deck thinning, winning, and grinning. So attack, let's see, attack, attack, attack. And then attack that, and that ought to be game. I can't use my Runic Flash Fire, though. That's a sad bit, because if I do that, I will cry. So let's battle phase here. Battle phase. Yeah, he's got the Gremlin. I guess I can play this in the battle phase. It'll skip the next battle phase, if I'm reading this right. I don't think that'll help against the fusion. Really, that doesn't matter. What really matters is, does the fusion nuke the board? Because if it does, that could be a problem. Thing is, if the Ojama tokens get destroyed, they will burn my opponent for 300 apiece. That's kind of where I'm going with this. I'm just going to attack each token. That's 900 damage there. Chimera beats over Rose token. That's for game. That's what I'm hoping to happen. My opponent's just being stubborn as hell about it. Okay, Groundskeeper. Into... What does this do? Monster opponent controls destroyed by an Earthbound. Okay. Oh, we got rid of the attack position monster. Gosh darn it. Don't you just hate it when I do that? Stop it. Stop it now. Monster opponent controls destroyed by an Earthbound card effect. Do a thing. Cool. Alright. Well, I lost my pure damage, which would have been really nice, but it is what it is. Let's just beat over all the Ojama tokens. That'll get them down to a nice crisp 100 life points. Yes, Ojamas destroy each other. It's part of their culture, you know. Beat over all those, and I still have an Ojama duo, which is great. We'll beat over the Rose token. Don't think it really matters too much. And I really wish I could do more. I do wish I could do more there. Let's put Chimera in defense, since it's a 3,300 defensive wall. And yeah, next turn I'll just Excited Melffy's, and that ought to do it. Because if I summon Excited Melffy, I can just attack directly with the darn thing, and that'll be there for game. Honestly, probably could have also just done that now, and that would have won me the game, but I just want to see what my opponent can do here. I just want to see what he can do. I mean, I've got, like, all the life points. Let's see. Oh, this again? Again with the Gremlin? I don't know why he keeps trying this Gremlin thing. It doesn't really work. Doesn't really work that well. But yeah, I could have won the duel last turn. I could have just gone for the Excited Melffy. I just really wanted to... I really wanted to do the thing with the tokens. You know? I wanted to do that, because you never get to do that. I don't want to do it. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I do on the show. You know, I just duel how I want to duel. Sometimes I do the good play, sometimes I do the meta play, sometimes I just do whatever the heck I want to do. So, remind me what this does. Add Earthbound Immortal Monster to the deck, grade the hand. Earthbound is summoned. While this card's on the field, make your opponent's life points 3,000. Oh. Aslapiscu. Why Aslapiscu? Okay, what? Remind me how this works. This guy does attack directly, that's true, but he's halved. He's halved. So why? That's just silly. Very silly. All right. I mean, I do like Asclepius. Of all the Earthbound mortals, I would say Asclepius is probably my favorite one, both design-wise and for what it does. I would say that Asclepius is my favorite. All right, but this ought to be closing out the duel here. You know, I was talking about all these things with the Melffys, attacking directly. I don't need to do that, okay? Wind Up Kitten, now you're here. Now you're here, Wind Up Kitten. Sorry, it's too late for you, brother. All right. Well, that there will be GG, sir. It was a nice, epic clash of the minds, but I'm afraid it's too late for you. So there you go. This deck work, you know, our boy Vader, our alchemist, whatever he wants to go by, you know, his first deck, a little janky. This deck, still a little janky, but much more consistent. I'm very proud of him for making a much better deck list, you know, and I'm looking forward to the next one, too. That one's even crazier. But for now, one more duel for today, and I think that'll be good. Alright, everybody, the third and final opponent, the fighting third, as we call it. And it's been a very good day today, you know. When I get these deck lists, sometimes, you know, you just got to play through them a few times, and then you finally, it clicks with you, how it works, what's going to happen, where are the good points, where are the bad, where are the choke points, all that good stuff. And I did play test this deck a lot, and I figured out, you know, there's some stuff going on in here, and we've shown off a good, decent chunk of that. You know, we managed to lock our opponent at least to some degree the Ojama way. I mean, this is even better. We have ground collapse. Ooh. Depending on where this goes, that could be really, really good. Unironically, that's good against Crusadias just because of how Equimax works. Because if I can put, you know, if I can bait out his negate, if I remember right, he has an Omni negate, then I can hit him with ground collapse on the zones that Equimax points to, forcing him to, you know, link it off and having to go into other things. That would be fun. That would be so funny. All right, but we got our Ojama Pajama. See, this is what this deck does seem to tend to want to go first, just because one of our main searchers happens to be this trap card. It's much better to go first with this deck rather than going segundo. What do we got here? Revival. Yeah, pretty much going through the motions here. Crusadia, more of a going second OTK deck themselves. Surprised you wanted to go first. Kind of weird, but you do you. Alright, so you got your Equimax, you got your Maximan. You have anything else? I hope not. Let's see. Monster, Crusadia. Target face-up card controls to get effects as a quick. Yep, that. Yep. Oh, I was hoping you only have one. It was gonna be funny when I just stopped all of the zones. That would have been cool. Okay. Alright, you brought back your tree woman. I see. Fascinating. Very fascinating indeed, sir. Let's see. Do the opponents make ooh. Very ooh indeed. Alright, let's set a card. Activate ground collapse. That's right. I'm stopping your zones. It's okay if you keep this. That's all you get to have. Let's see, 2 monster zones on the field. Technically speaking, you can target your own. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to summon out Wind Up Kitten. And using its effect to attempt to bounce Equimax. This will force him to, you know, do something. Opponent can activate cards to play response. Oh. Okay, did that actually work? I didn't think that would actually work. Okay. Actually, this is good because I've already locked out these zones, so the rest of the Crusadians won't be able to do their thing. Because with Magus, that summon monsters to the zone he points to, and they both point down. Oh my goodness, that is just mean. Memphis, meanie pants. Okay. I think we're good. I could Ground Collapse again, but then I would lose a zone. That's the problem. So I don't really want to do that right this moment, but I had that option. Let's not say I didn't have the option. No, Regulix is back, yep. That's not what I wanted to happen. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. I forgot Regulus also has his own upward. No! You monster! You monster, man. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That really sucks, because I was... like I said, Ojama is like our main search and option, man. Freaking MST. Who you think you are? Alright, well, I will take a good head of damage. That's true, but if I can out this guy, I should be good. Greater Poly. This is the worst time to have Greater Poly. I do have a Beast in the Grave. This just protects from effects, so let's go for Tri-Brigade Karis. Sorry, Hopbeard Squadron, you're a goated dude, but right now I need other goated dudes. And I think this ought to work, right? Because I'll use Saris's effect. No Ojama's really going to be showing up. They wanted to. The Ojamas wanted to show up because they are a fighting bunch. They are a bunch of fighters. They don't give up for nothing. Let's see. Discard 2 cards, target a banished beast, summon it. I mean... Let me think about this. He's got Arborea. But... I'm gonna have to go with Fairjeet here. My reasoning being he has Arborea. And he also has the thing that makes him immune. So bringing that wind-up kitten, not a bad idea. It just doesn't work in this particular situation. Much as I would like it to. So let's just battle into this thing. Get rid of Arborea. Get that thing out of the way. He can protect himself with Arborea, but it's a one-time deal. And I should be okay at the moment. And this protects him from effects and things. Not ideal. But I have another ground collapse. So let's hit the middle zone. And I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to hit this one. The main thing is he has none of this or this zone. Because without those, he's really out in a bind. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Depends on what he draws into, obviously, but what could he draw into? Unless he has another kaiju. And even if he has another kaiju, which he did have another kaiju, I can use Fairjeet's effect to potentially draw something here. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, Ojama Magic. Oh, right, that goes back to the deck, not the hand. I thought I got to discard that. I'm like, awesome. And then I'm like, oh, wait, that's not how that works. Not quite how that works. Oh, boy. And there goes Karis. I was actually kind of hoping to use him for things. Okay. Let me think about this. One problem with Guardian Chimera is that you have that card to the hand to use it. And then he's got this as well. Let me think about that. I really just want to get rid of this guy. A big issue, but I don't have any links for linking him off. If I only had my level 1 tuner, then I could get rid of that easy. I could get rid of that pretty gosh darn easy. Let me think. I'm just gonna have to end my turn. I have nothing else I can do. Much as I would like to do other things. That's all I have. I mean, my ground collapses are putting in a lot of effort in this duel. Funnily enough, this is one of those opponents that ground collapse just completely messes with, just because of how the Crusadia line works. Because he's all based on zones and who is pointing where. Okay, Reclusia, that's not great. And then I'll summon another Equimax. Okay. I mean, that just boosts the damage a little bit, really. It's not like they'll have a negate. I just really need a monster. I don't really care who I draw into. Any monster will do. That's not a monster card. Not a monster card at all. Alright. I'm gonna have to go this route. I want to go this route, but it's the only route I got. So, it's all in the hands of Orange Jesus here. I either if my opponent draws a monster, I'm just dead. Any monster of theirs, I'm just dead. Gosh darn it. Gosh Dang it. That's a game right there. Nothing I can do about that. Oh, it was that MST hurt a lot more than I'd like to admit. Like I said, Ojama Pajama just so important in this deck. So it's like, if you get it, you're good. If you don't, okay. Ojama Pajama protected us. My foolish fool of an opponent, you have screwed yourself over pretty bad. That was a huge misplay, my friend. I'm gonna go Pajama. I'm gonna kick your butt now. I don't think you can out that. You foolish fool. You had game. You had game. I mean, I guess you don't really have game if you're gonna throw the game. That's the thing. So add Ojama Magic. Discard Ojama Magic. Ojama Magic goes off. Nope. Let's see. Negates effects. No. Black, green, yellow. Yellow. Is it me you're looking for? Let's see. Let me just double check. 3 monsters, different names. One has to be on the board. Ojama Yellow, come forth. Then activate Greater Polymerization. And yeah, I won't be able to blow up Equimax. I would love to summon out the king. But I really just need to, like, out this guy. Like, now. Like, right now. So we'll go for Guardian Chimera. We're gonna get to pop a card, so we're gonna pop its field spell. We're just gonna pop the field. So, pop the field spell, less damage for you, sir. I'll set this in case I need it. And that... I mean, if this isn't game right here, I don't know what is. I don't think he can out this. I'm pretty confident of that. Maybe a little overconfident, but I think we're good. I think we're gosh dang good, even if he has another kaiju, which he does, because they always have kaijus. That's how Crusadians play, man. They just have like kaiju and maybe kaiju, just kaiju out the wazoo. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. Our card Mara did everything I needed him to do, and we've got almost a complete lockout. Where's Ojama Pink? Oh wait, I can get Ojama Pink. Ooh. I mean, we have to do it, right? We have to do it. Ojama Pink. And then, yeah, discard Ojama Pink. Activate his effect. Both players draw one, discard one. It doesn't really matter what I discard at this point. Because the most important thing... Ojama Pink, why did you not do this? I discarded an Ojama card. Discard Ojama... Oh, I was hoping to do that, but I guess I'm not allowed. Not allowed. Okay, you know what? That's fine. You know, I really wanted to screw with my opponent there, but it's really not important right now. It's all good. So let's just go ahead and ditch a couple of these. We're going to summon out a Tri-Brigade Bearbrum. Pretty nasty monster. We're just going to steal the one zone my opponent really wanted to have. We're going to discard a couple of these Ojamas, because we don't need them. And we're going to bring back a monster. My opponent surrenders. There you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you got to read your cards. He had plenty of time to do it. My opponent just, he saw the pajamas. He saw Ojamas in pajamas. And he ran scared. So, just got to keep it cool. Got to keep it cool. So, that should do it for now. This episode is already going to be very long because of the deck profile. But so, I think that'll be good. Let's go ahead for the end screen. Talk a bit more about this deck. Alrighty, everybody, Ojama and Pals, the great Ojama lock of 2024. Surprisingly got 3 wins. I was not expecting 3 wins. I was thinking 1, maybe 2, depending on how it goes. Because this is a very much more casual variant on Ojamas. There's some insane things you can do with Ojamas between ABCs and Armed Dragons and just being, you know, level 2 beasts in general and being normies and all the support. It's a really cool deck. You know, it's simple enough that anyone can pick this deck up and try it out. It's complicated enough that you gotta, you know, use 2 brain cells at minimum, at least 2 brain cells. You know, I'm gonna force you to use 3, but at least you have 2. You can use this deck very well, and it's got a lot of different combos and wombos, and we're gonna show most of what this deck can do. There's like 1 or 2 techs we didn't really use for the most part, but we got to show off most of what this deck can do. So hope y'all enjoy it. Don't forget, if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Let me know that you enjoyed this thing. Let me know what you thought of the duels, what you thought of this deck. Consider subscribing if you'd be much. It would be much appreciated if you did. Help me battle that dang YouTube and their algorithm and all that nonsense. But real quick, as quick as I can, here's the deck profile. Take this deck out. Have yourselves a good time with it. So for the main deck, really quick, 2 copies of Ojama's Green, Yellow, and Black, 1 Alpha the Master Beast, 3 copies of Danger Bigfoot, 1 Danger Jackalope, 2 copies of Tri-Brigade Karis, 2 Wind Up Kitten, with a third, I forgot the third, 3 Tri-Brigade's Kit, 1 copy of Melffy Pony, 3 copies of Hotbeard Squadron. We have 1 each of Melffy's Puppy, Penny, Caddy, and Fenny, 2 Ojama's Pink, 2 Ojama's Blue, 1 Melffy Wally, and this Sea Otter guy. We have 3 copies of Greater Polymerization, 3 copies of Ojama Magic, 1 regular Polymerization, 2 copies of Runic Freezing Curse, 2 copies of Runic Flashing Fire, 1 Runic Destruction, 2 copies of Melffy's Hide and Seek, 3 copies of Ground Collapse, 2 copies of Ojama Country, 3 each of Ojama's Duo, Trio, and Ojama Pajama. The extra deck, we have ourselves Tri-Brigade Fairjeet, 1 Tri-Brigade Bearbrum, 1 Ojama Emperor, 1 Cat Shark, 1 Melffy Forest, 1 Rodent Raccoon Tandayu, 1 Joyous Melffys, 1 Merry Melffys, 1 Stellar Wolf, Wolf Riot, 1 copy of Gary the Runic Fang, 1 Ojama Knight, 1 Frecky the Runic Fang, 1 Ojama King. We have Sleipnir the Runic Mane, and our big boss, Guardian Chimera. For the side deck, a few things here and there. You have Tri-Brigade Roar, as well as a 3-up option thing for, you know, making monsters attack 0. If you run the trap card, you can negate monster, or you can bounce monsters to the hand. It's a nice quick play spell. That's an option there with going for Tri-Brigade Revolt, which can banish things in order to let you link on your opponent's turn, though we're not playing any of the links that you'd want to go for. So if you're going to play this, consider Charade. We have things like Staring Contest. We have another Hide and Speak for more defense. More Runic Allure for when we play. If you want to play more Runics, play Allure just to screw with your opponent's deck. Things like Runic Destruction, again, if your opponent has a lot of spell traps they want to get rid of. Really would be useful against that Black Garden, but unfortunately I didn't. And then, of course, you have more Scapegoats in here. If you want just defensive wall of monsters on the board, works well with Runic Allure, that sort of thing. So, yeah, there's the very quick deck profile, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Next time will not be Vader's other deck. I have it prepared, just to show you that I have it prepared. There you go. It's right there. Cash foes it will be. But I'm actually going to be looking at Triamids next, because I have a nice Triamid deck I've been wanting to play, and that's what we're going to do next time. So, thank you very much for watching. Again, don't forget to hit like and all that good stuff to help me. Help me, please. Help me. I beg of you. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys see you guys again very soon. Till then, your boy Memphis signing off. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Till then, y'all stay safe, stay happy. You have a good one.